Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes, it's Tony, it's Michael and Renee from the couch. It's a magnificent Monday, Tony, is it not?
It certainly is, dude. Happy Monday, guys. Feeling really good.
I mean, it's very rare. You know, we come in from the weekend, and honestly, I have nothing to complain about when it comes to baseball, and I think you could say you're the same yourself, Tony, no?
We were saying before, probably the first weekend forever, dude. The both of us pretty ecstatic.
Yeah.
The baseball weekend.
We got baseball to talk about. We got basketball to talk about. We got hockey to talk about. NFL draft on Thursday. So
wow, dude.
Lot to cover. Let's just get started in the world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. A back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei. Way, Cy-Yo. Nada, where did that land?
Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
On Friday night. But
who would have thought, dude?
Before we get to the Yankees, Tony, Angel Hernandez. Did you see it with Schwarber last night?
You know what? I didn't see the whole game, obviously, but they were saying he had terrible calls the whole game. I just saw the Kyle Schwarber one in the ninth inning.
Yeah.
Him getting, it was hilarious, honestly. But it was obviously a ball. I mean, I don't know how that was a strike. But I didn't see any other calls that he had.
But I just don't understand it. And it's like, this dude's been an ump for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is he not fired? I know there was that lawsuit
right,
or whatever, but it's like, if someone's bad at your job, like, you can always fire them. I mean, it's really, really bad.
Yeah,
like,
really bad. And I really don't understand, like you said, how he still has this job.
And the saddest part is the call to Schwarber. That was actually probably his best call. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't 5 feet outside. It was just a ball outside.
I know. Did Girardi end up getting thrown out too, or no?
No, but I think just because Schwarber had already gotten tossed, they figured out.
And it was the bottom of the ninth, correct? So
what's the point? Yeah. But Phillies again, man, 6-10. Mm-hmm. This is a big year. As your mother says hello. Does Anthony have a cold? Anthony does
not. Allergies.
It is that season.
The long weekend as well. So,
but Tony, I mean, what are the Phillies like? Is this it? Like, is it over for Joe? Is this a midseason firing? Is this a mess?
No, I don't think so, dude. I mean, I think the pitching has been kind of disappointing. Schwarber's done well, Harper as well. Didi, I feel like not so much, but I feel like they're gonna pick it up. I mean, the pen is pretty decent. Girardi's always been pretty good with like bringing up pitchers too. From their farm system to kind of put in the pen and save some games. So I wouldn't count them out yet, no.
But definitely not a good start. And
no.
I mean, how many games under 500 at the break will it be see you later, Joe?
Oh, wow. I would think like a relatively short leash, right?
I mean, if they're 15 under, done.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Done at the break.
I was thinking 10.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah.
Like
because I think it's just like, all right, we had the COVID season, and then it's this, and then it's that. Hello.
Now she says hi. It's hi, Mom.
But it's like, I just think they're running out of patience there. They have a lot of big contracts on the books, and they want to see results. And obviously, they're not seeing them right now. And it's just kind of interesting, like, too, like, would Girardi get another shot? And it's hard to really, when you think about it, like, who's really going to be in the market for a manager? Like, it's like no team that's any good. So it's just like, really could all fall apart quick for Girardi. And it's just to think that he'd be at this point if you told him when they were up 3-2, 2017 to now, where it's just his whole coaching future is very uncertain.
Yeah, and it's honestly a shame because, again, I think we talked about it last season too, that he was, kind of on the fritz with the team and everything. But I honestly, I don't think you can count him out yet.
Do you think, though, that the players don't like him? Because I did hear a lot about that with the Yankees and why they moved down. They wanted a player-friendly manager.
Really?
Could you see that him wearing, he's old school.
Right.
He kind of gets on guys. We saw him do that with Gary Sanchez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say so. And I feel like someone like Bryce Harper probably doesn't like that.
Yeah. It's like,
So,
I've made more in this game than you have your whole life.
Yeah,
so I don't want to hear it. But Harper's kind of a dick, no?
I don't like him.
Yeah. Yeah. Great swing, though.
Yeah, decent swing. Kind of annoying person.
Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting. I was just watching the conclusion of Sunday Night Baseball. David Cohn starring on Sunday Night Baseball. That was the best thing they
David
did.
Cohn, dude.
And they were saying the Yes Network has to step up or they're going to lose him. I mean, he's only doing 50 games this year. He did 100 last year, but obviously with Sunday Night Baseball, he doesn't have as much time.
Yeah. Sunday Night Baseball sucks, dude.
Yeah. No, but you don't think Ravitch and Eddie are
no, yeah, they're good. But I liked him, on the Yes Network. I feel like he's just in his prime,
yeah,
dude.
It's like just pony up. We don't need to hear Maben and Beltran.
Exactly.
Come on,
dude. Beltran, like,
my friend was ripping him.
I don't know, dude. Is it me or does he like really accentuate his accent?
Yes, when he played, it did not seem he talked like that.
Even when he was like when they first had him as the Mets manager, like at the press conference, I don't even sound like that.
No. So it's just kind of funny when people play into an accent.
And
your mother says, I think he should get on the players. Isn't that his job?
Oh.
I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. But this day and age, and Tony will tell you, and it doesn't need to be baseball or football or basketball or hockey, any sport, the players are soft these days. They can't take a lot.
Extremely soft.
And they have more power than they ever did. I mean, that's the fact of the matter. So just thought that was interesting. But in terms of the Yankees, from when we last met, they did have that game on Thursday, which was a big disappointment there, shut out by the Tigers. So they couldn't get the sweep, a situation they struggled with last year, especially early on. So they didn't do the job again. The whole situation with walking Miguel Cabrera when he was going for 3,000 hits with the base open. They wanted to go lefty, and lefty Meadows ends up getting a hit anyway. They can't score, so it didn't matter. But is it just me? And I know Mad Dog plays up these situations like no else because he's just so focused on the old ways of baseball and that. But everybody was making such a big deal about them doing that. And it's like, especially because they're saying, because he's going for 3,000 hits and it's a big situation, you have to give him the opportunity. Isn't that a bunch of shit, Tony? Or is that just me? Like, you're playing to win the game. It doesn't matter about milestones for the opposing team.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
Honestly, that really is like a crock of shit. Probably like the only time I'm going to honestly side with Boone on this one because, dude, like, again, like, obviously Cabrera is a good hitter. Like, if first base is open, you might as well walk him. Of course, it didn't work out anyway, but regardless, dude, I mean, and plus then, Miggy ended up getting his 3,000 hit at home. So it's like,
it ended up being fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude. It's like he was never going to go at bat again, like last game of the season. Oh, no. Like, no, dude. And plus, these are games that matter, too.
The only thing I would say is, and it had nothing to do with the milestone, it was just the fact that, Meadows has killed the Yankees the past couple of years, playing with Tampa.
Right.
And Miggy was over 3. And obviously, the shell of who he used to be, that would be the only reason I would argue to pitch to him. But it just in terms of, you want to let the matchup, that's fine. There's no rules about it. There's no courtesy thing. No. That doesn't exist. So
they were all, but the fans were there to see it. He was going to get, like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Yeah. So I just thought that was a little crazy, but they wasted a good pitching performance from Jordan Montgomery. But what are you gonna do? You won another
same old
series.
Story, man.
It was the same old story in terms of offense, but Friday night a little bit better. Aaron Judge, as I had alluded to, 2 home runs in a 4-1 victory. Jamison Tyone picking up his first win of the year. 5 innings, 1 earned, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Judge, 3 RBIs on the home runs. And then you also had, a hit from LeMahieu, Stanton, Torres, and Kiner Falefa, as well as Aroldis Chapman, a scoreless 9th for his 4th save of the season. Still has not let up an earned run this year. So obviously you love to see that. And, the 4 runs, you're kind of skating by. But of course, you want to set the tone, starting a series at home with a victory. That's what they did. So, all was good there. But Saturday, what a game, a 5-4 win. And this was just back and forth. Chad Green blowing it late when they were up 3-2. It gives up the 2-run homer to make it 4-3 to Austin Hedges, of all people. But the bottom of the 9th, I mean, so exciting and really just a rally we have not seen from the Yankees in a couple years. Just in terms of, scoring twice, down 1 run walking it off, getting base hits. And it's just like, I've mentioned it so many times. It's just like amazing, what contact does. And the way the inning started, you had Josh Donaldson walking, then Tim LeCastro pinch runs. Hicks strikes out swinging, but LeCastro steals second. Gallo rips a liner. Thought, oh, this is maybe Gallo's, big moment. Of course, it's right to the first baseman. But then contact, Tony. You get IKF with a double to deep left, scoring LeCastro to tie the game. And then Gleyber Torres, the hero, has a terrible start to this year. Singles to right center, scoring IKF. The Yankees walk it off. And I mean, that is literally the definition of why contact works and contact wins in terms of baseball. What a game for the Yankees.
Honestly, yeah. They're doing a lot of good things this season that they didn't do last season. Right. One being contact, playing fundamental baseball. And I feel like, in a tough, gritty game like that last season, I feel like they just probably they would have given up, honestly. I feel like they would have lost that game.
Right.
Come last season.
Exactly. Yeah, they did that time and time again. And, you look at it from a pitching standpoint again, everybody doing their job. Nestor Cortez,
dude, that play at first,
oh my
literally
God,
sacrificing his body.
Yeah, could have easily got injured there.
Could have dislocated his shoulder the way he landed, dude. It was oh my God.
But he pitches to the tune of 6 1/3, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1.15 ERA this year. Nestor Cortez, what a story, and obviously on pace to be in the All-Star game, potentially starting it. Obviously, a lot of time between now and then. I mentioned Green blowing it in the 8th, but you had Clay Holmes pitching 2/3 scoreless innings, and then Miguel Castro, pitching a scoreless top of the 9th.
Love to hear that.
Bullpen doing its job. Castro paying huge dividends, Tony. I mean, the one thing though is stuff is their control can be a problem at times.
Yeah, it has been last season.
In the zone, it's not like he gets lit up. It's not like he gets lit up.
It does not. And you know what's funny too? I feel like he's almost unrecognizable without his beard and the haircut. Dude.
Yeah.
Can't recognize him. It's so funny. But how do you feel about Chad Green? You think he'll come around, or you think he's?
I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good. It just because think about it. I mean, this goes back to 2017, Tony.
Right.
And like the numbers wouldn't tell you this is a pitcher who's struggling. His numbers are up there with the top relievers in the American League. However, it's always at the wrong time. It's always a home run, and it's just like how many times do we have to see the same thing play out? And I just feel like if you do keep him, I honestly want to see him be a 6th inning pitcher and nowhere near the 7th, 8th, 9th, or into extra innings. I mean, am I wrong? Do I need to give more of a chance? I mean, what's your thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like last season there were some moments where he shined, and I feel like we were really like
against the Mets. Did he go 3 scoreless?
That
game on Sunday Night Baseball. So
yes, dude. Like I feel like he has that in him.
Yeah.
I don't know though. So I would give him a little bit more of a chance, Michael. But I don't.
But how do you feel about just making him this 5th, 6th inning guy?
Yeah, I think that's a little more safe.
Yeah, exactly. And because you got plenty of guys, obviously Castro, Holmes, Loaizaga, a bunch of guys that can pitch those innings. So that's how I felt. And then yesterday, I mean, talk about just poetic justice, something we've been waiting for over a year easily. A 10-2 victory over the Guardians. And I mean, Garrett Cole, all the naysayers, all the talk. And at the end of the day, he goes out and pitches 6 2/3 scoreless innings, allowing 4 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Really the Cole, we had been wanting to see. And then the bats, I mean, 10 runs. I mean, obviously it's hard to think back when the last time they scored 10 runs. And the fact that, you got a home run from LeMahieu, a bomb from Rizzo in the 1st, and then Timmy LeCastro in the 8th. You just hitting up and down the lineup, IKF hitting an even 300.
IKF is good, dude.
I mean, he's
really good.
I swear, I honestly, because I thought about it in the back of my mind in terms of, all right, like not as much swing and miss, like you need contact, but I never thought I would be so excited for contact. It's like it's just so nice and refreshing, Tony, to have to look forward to your 8th hitter coming up with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. That's what you have with IKF.
Yeah, dude. And also, gotta say, DJ at 3rd.
Yeah.
Looking really good, dude.
But with ease. He doesn't watch any throw.
No,
it's always right on the button.
I know. Josh better watch out. He was DH'd, right?
Yeah, he DH'd.
He struck out twice or something. Did he even have a hit?
No, he didn't. He's hitting 182.
Dude, that's not good.
Gleyber had 2 hits. Maybe if he comes along, and I was talking to a couple of people about this, it's like all he's got to do is just have a level swing. Like last year, even the year before that, Tony, I mean, tell me I'm wrong. When he came up on Saturday with that pinch hit with 2 outs in the 9th, easily he strikes out, he pops up, but he wasn't trying to hit a home run, and it's just so refreshing to see him do that.
It really is, dude. Did Cole get checked for spider tag?
Oh, of course he got checked for spider tag. Don't do that. Don't do that, Tony. Do not do that. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I would say Donaldson kind of the big sore spot up to this point this year, other than Joey Gallo. I mean, but he did rip a double yesterday, which was, nice to see. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't care either. I'd love to get rid of him.
We didn't talk about the trash.
Yeah, I think the whole conversation is trash. And
why?
You know what I don't like? A topic like that will take up a whole sports show. That's all they'll talk about. And it's like, you know what? Have we all been asleep the past 30 years, 40 years?
Give me 5 minutes on the trash. 5 minutes on the trash, Bards. 5 minutes.
5 minutes on the trash. That is trash to even suggest something along those lines. I mean, it's ridiculous, Tony. I mean, we've seen people get killed in fights outside of stadiums. This has been going on forever.
Who's gotten killed?
Nothing new. The Giants in Dodgers fan. It was like 7-8 years ago. They had a fight, and it wasn't at the stadium. Like, he ended up going to the hospital, passing away a couple days later. Anyway, I'm just saying, people are idiots all over the place.
Right.
Don't pinpoint on Yankee fans. There's a million Yankee fans out there. So if 4 people are sitting in row 215,
don't say 4 people.
Throw trash on the field, it doesn't represent the whole body of fans. It's not worth the conversation. Obviously, people shouldn't do that. And the people who did that, they're watching it, and they're not going to allow them to do it again. That's it. There's nothing else to say.
Would you have joined in?
Come on, Tony. Do I look like someone who wants to jeopardize my ability to walk into Yankee Stadium? I mean,
you really haven't answered the question yet. So
absolutely not. That's a joke. We just won the game. What are you doing? Yeah. You know what I mean? You want to talk trash to the guy? Okay, talk trash. You don't need to throw trash. I mean, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But nevertheless, Tony, great weekend for the Yankees. They have one of the best records in the league. Obviously, only top by the Mets and maybe one other team. But 10-6 at top of the division. I mean, all in all the bad feelings, the offseason, beginning parts of this year, hard to argue with a 10-6 start, tied for first in the AL East.
Yeah, dude, you should be more than happy with that.
Which I am.
And you're on the up. You're going the right direction too. It's not like these were BS wins or whatever. Like you guys are stringing along some good hits.
And I will be ecstatic if tomorrow we get, because they're off today, it'll be Louis versus Jordan Lyles, a guy who shut us down last time when we lost 2-3 in Baltimore, as embarrassing as it was. We need to sweep the series. We need to average 7 runs a game. And tomorrow I want to see 6 runs off Lyles in the first 3 innings, have him yanked, get 6 strong from Louis, and we'll go from there. But obviously we have the off day today to rest, get ready to go. But I am in a good place in terms of your New York Yankees. Give me something, Tony, on the Mets taking 2 out of 3 in Arizona this weekend.
Well, you know what, dude? The Mets, obviously, Arizona, say what you will. These are games the Mets should be winning. They did. They take 2 out of 3, took the series. They haven't lost a series yet, which is honestly phenomenal to say. And I feel like, we touched upon it a little bit at the start of the season as he was kind of getting on a roll here. And, Lindor, dude. It's batting, I think, like 303 average right now.
Unbelievable. Locked in. I knew it. Yeah. It was the Beltran first season.
Exactly, dude. And the whole Baez situation, and he's gone. He doesn't have any distractions now. The McNeil thing is definitely squashed. Lindor is acting like a leader. He's playing like a leader for the Mets here. Like I said, he's batting phenomenally. I think he's leading the team with 4 home runs. And then on top of that, Alonso's looking great at first, but he's making some great plays at first base. He's definitely worked on his defense. He's got, I think, 16 RBIs on the season, leading the team with RBIs. Marte as well. It's like surprisingly good, I feel. He's using his speed to run the bases. Yesterday, he stole third, wild throw at third base, able to just walk home at that point. So, they had a phenomenal win. I think Friday, they won 5-4 in extra innings.
Trevor Williams, dude, on Saturday
we had Trevor Williams. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have his location was gone.
Did you feel like they punted the game by starting him?
No. I mean, I think it was a reasonable idea, to expect more than him.
After, why wouldn't you just start him though?
Well, obviously, I guess they wanted to see. They figured Diamondbacks.
How many times do they need to see it? Though?
I know. At this point, dude, you have to kind of make a move on Trevor Williams.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, dude, I mean, they just, I mean, at that point, they got down too quick, too early. You know, there was no time for them to come back. They ended up losing that game, I think 5-2.
Yeah.
Gave up another home run late in the game, too. It was pretty much over. They were trying to come back. They scored 2, I think, in the 5th or 6th inning, I think, or something like that. It was 4-2, you know, split the lead. But then that final home run kind of put them in the nail in the coffin there. But nonetheless, like you said, 2 out of 3. We're on a roll. We're 11-5 now. 12-5. Even better, dude. And we got a nice series against the Cardinals coming up starting tonight. Max Scherzer on the mound.
You're pumped.
Totally pumped, dude.
And yeah, I mean, yesterday was impressive. 6 2/3 strong of 2-run ball for Tyler McGill. I watched part of the game. I mean, hitting 97 on the gun. Really, really impressing. And then you had 2 hits apiece from J.D. Davis, Lindor, Guillorme. But one trade I would like to propose. How about Higgy for James McCann? Would you pull the trigger?
Honestly, I might. I know he hit that bomb, but it's like he's just swinging at everything out of the strike zone.
Pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. Of course, I do think that McCann's a better defensive catcher than Higgy.
But Higgy probably more pop.
Yeah, a little more pop. But honestly, no, maybe not.
Just let him play it out. But I know Trevino should start, and we'll see what happens. But he's just looked well. And do you buy anything to the fact that Cole kind of got bombed? The first 3 starts with Higgy, and that Trevino's catching. Like, you think that matters, or people get too excited about that?
I mean, last year he preferred Higgy over Sanchez.
But anybody would prefer Higgy over Sanchez,
right? But now you're telling me like you don't prefer Higgy anymore? Like, what are we doing, Cole?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's a little psychotic.
Yeah, it is kind of a little psychotic.
But yeah, I just thought it was interesting.
I don't think it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't read much into that.
All right, fair enough. So we're gonna go 3 apiece in terms of baseball today. What are you leading off with, Tony?
I mean, I gotta go with the Mets, dude.
Yeah,
I got it. Scherzer on the mound, 7 innings again, easily 9 Ks.
Mikolas, though, has pitched well.
He's been pitched really well. He has 3 starts in the season. I think he has like a 1-something ERA right now. Crazy.
Yeah.
But I still think pitching matchup nonetheless. I think Scherzer's going to do better, and I feel like our bullpen will come in and kind of have a nice job there. It's kind of close to the game.
Give me something score-wise.
Lower scoring, maybe like 3-2.
3-2. All right. I, for my first pick here, am going to go with the Phillies over the Rockies. I know we just spoke about Phillies struggles, and that's kind of why I like them here. I think, the bats are due to wake up, and you're playing in Philadelphia, so Kyle Gibson doesn't have to worry about giving up the long ball to the Rockies, who are, 10-5 start, pretty impressive. But Kyle Freeland, I feel like it has not been a major league starter for years. He had a hype 5-6 years ago, but has really struggled since then. Gibson's had a nice start to his year. So give me the Phillies here. I think the bats are going to be out tonight. Give me the Phillies here 6-2, and we're going to get 6 strong from Kyle Gibson and a homer from Schwarber and Harper in the Phillies 6-2 win. That's what I got for number 1. What do you got for number 2?
Boston visiting the Toronto Blue Jays. Give me the Blue Jays tonight. I know Berrios is pitching for the Blue Jays. Has been getting lit up, but Eovaldi also pitching for the Red Sox. Not doing very well at all.
No.
Both pitchers have been getting lit up, so I feel like it's going to be a hitter's game. And I think at that point, I feel like Toronto just has more assets in terms of hitting. Between flat, honestly, is really all it is, dude.
Yeah, and then Red Sox look like shit to start the year.
Yeah, I mean, Verdugo looks all right. Bogarts is like, Oh, sorry, Michael.
They did last year too, though.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
And did I not say they're falling flat on their face this year? I said that in our season.
And I feel like
said it last year too.
Yeah,
their bullpen isn't, their bullpen isn't really looking.
And you went to the game and witnessed what happened.
Yeah, but that was a bunch of shit. Let me just say that.
I don't think so, dude.
Anyway, what did you say the score was, Tony?
Give me 7-5 Toronto.
7-5 Toronto. I love it. Toronto's for real, and I look forward to duking them out for the AL East crown this summer.
Oh yeah, dude.
Astros in the Battle of Texas versus the Rangers, and I know I've picked the Rangers before and they've won. But Dan Dunning on the hill for Texas versus Framber Valdez. I just think the Astros are just so much better here. It's just not even close. The Rangers, I just don't like the feel. This feels like they're going to be trying to get out of the Seager and Simeon contract in the next year or two if they're going to be this bad. So give me Houston here. I'm going to say 5-1, and we're going to get an Alex Bregman 3-run homer. Valdez 6 strong in the victory.
Wow, dude. Love it. Love to see it. Was it 1 game left?
Yeah, 1 game left.
Is it shit. Sorry, what's the last game? My app here is frozen.
You want me to go?
No, what's the last what game is it?
No, I mean there's like you have to pick between Guardians Angels or Dodgers Diamondbacks, Bieber versus Lorenzen or Buehler versus Kelly.
Sorry, I was closing it out. I guess give me Dodgers, right?
Dodgers, okay.
Walker Buehler?
Yeah, -185.
Let's go. Freddie Freeman, ever since his home run against the Braves for the first of the season, on fire, dude.
Merrill Kelly, though, 0.59 ERA.
I don't care about that.
He could pitch, though.
He could pitch.
Mets might want to pick him up come trade deadline time to need an extra arm. I thought he could pitch.
They may need an extra arm, honestly, come trade deadline. So
Taijuan Walker.
Although
Trevor Williams.
Simulated game, I think he's a minor league game today.
And then when do we hear about the shoulder discomfort that he experienced after the start or after the appearance?
Oh, Walker? Yeah, exactly, dude. It's bursitis, I think they said, which is obviously an ongoing issue. So it's like, anyway, give me the Dodgers 4-2.
4-2 Dodgers over the D-backs. Great pick there. I'm going to finish this off, and this is a tough one. Michael Lorenzen, trying to go two ways on the field in terms of hitting and pitching against Shane Bieber. It's tough. I mean, the Guardians obviously just got swept, and they were close, obviously, on Saturday, not so much the other games. But I just love the advantage they have here in the pitching matchup. And Ohtani has not looked like Ohtani to start the season in terms of at the plate, as well as Anthony Rendon. I mean, really looking like one of the worst contracts that you'll see. And I don't know what it is. Is it something in the water in Orange County, Tony? Because it seems like these big free agent deals do not work out for the Angels. I mean, am I wrong? Upton, Josh Hamilton.
I mean, I think maybe it's just like a curse over there because, I mean, when you think about Rendon, I mean, he was on fire going to the Angels and gets hurt and just kind of fizzes out here. But again, I mean, he did miss quite a bit of time last season, never really got his bearings. So maybe with some time here, he'll kind of pick it up.
You're expecting that?
Yeah, I really am.
All-star this year? Or that's pushing it?
That's a little pushing it, Barnes.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Barnes is always pushing it. Always.
Bieber, though, 8 innings, 14 strikeouts, Guardians 2, Angels nothing. Jose Ramirez, go-ahead 2-run homer in the top half of the 7th.
Damn. Off of Lorenzen?
Yeah.
That's
baseball is heating up, Tony. I mean,
it's a fun game.
Let me just say that.
Yeah, bud.
I think this is the first time I'm writing in Guardians ever. It feels kind of funny.
What's the record at right now?
Their record, I believe, is 7-8. Yeah, 7-8. Angels are 9-7.
No. Our records for the picks.
Oh, I'm sorry. We actually killed it. I
love when we do well.
Yeah, but anyway, we're all tied. I went 6-0. You went 5-1. 38-22 for me. 38-22 for you, Tony. So
wow.
No, and I love my roommates trying to make fun of me saying that I don't have good picks. And I'm like, I mean, look at my record. And for hockey, I mean, what were we? 12-13 over 500? Easily?
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah.
So it's like, what is he talking about? I mean, what do I need to go 30 over?
Tell them maybe they should pay more attention on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, they're not watching.
Exactly. Well, I mean, clearly they are watching if they know how I'm picking.
Yeah.
I mean, right? I mean, geez. So, yeah. I mean, I think we're all – and that deadline is coming across
May 8th.
Quickly, Tony. Quickly. So, I can't wait to go to a game.
2 weeks. Yeah, me too, bud.
Gonna be an adventure for sure.
If it does end up being a Yankee game, Michael King jersey.
But the funny thing is, last year that was torture. This year it's my pleasure.
I know, which is so funny. You should have more confidence in me sometimes.
No. But if we roll back the tapes, I said, I said he sucks as a starter. I think he's great out of the bullpen.
Yeah, but I feel like even out of the bullpen, sometimes you're like, he's done. Get out of there.
You had that gif of him on the mound, like Fritzen with his hat and everything.
Yeah.
You remember it.
I do.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
In they come. Heaven, what a save by Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me?
McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid, beautiful move.
You just knew that Connor McDavid McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
Final week of the regular season, Tony, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. May 1st is the last game.
What's your bold prediction?
What was that, Michael?
Tony has a bold prediction about it.
About what?
Hockey ending. What you said? You told me. You told me you guarantee something.
Oh, I guarantee the Rangers are winning the cup.
So do I.
Yeah, dude. Like a
You
Mark.
see how hyped he looks?
Mark Messier.
I think Barnes is ready to
guarantee.
go run through a wall just now.
Unless I make this shot, they're winning the cup. So.
Oh my God! If he made
Careful.
that,
So that means they're winning.
yeah. No,
There we go. I mean,
But if you switched it,
Tony, you were nervous. Eddie Moosh came out in your eyes.
Yeah, this isn't any mush over here, dude. Why'd you have to bring it up, Mike?
Oh,
that means he's
my
saying
God.
you are Eddie.
God.
If they don't win, Barnes.
They're winning, dude. Enough with that. If they don't win, it's on them. I mean,
No,
how many times
no,
we had
dude.
to have this conversation? Even Renee agreed with me. She doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Exactly. She doesn't know what we're talking about.
No, and she agreed with the general premise of it's on the field, it's on the field, it's on the field. I mean, how many times do we need to say it?
We're on ice. Okay.
And speaking of the ice, okay, right now, the Rangers sitting in 4th, 2 points ahead of Tampa, 3 points behind Toronto. Seems like that's where they're going to end up. I mean, obviously, we'll see what happens, but that would be the Tampa, the Rangers first-round matchup. Obviously, Tampa going for 3 straight Stanley Cups, so that should be an exciting series.
Jesus.
But, right, I mean, I don't – it seems like they're kind of deadlocked there. I mean, I know they can move up or down one, but doesn't it kind of seem like that's the direction that we're headed? Or
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the rest of the season, I feel like, we have a couple tough games. We just lost to the Bruins this weekend. Like Washington, I think we can beat. I think we play Carolina again coming up this week as well. So I feel like we may split the last few games and then again
3 games left. Yeah.
3 games. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like the rest of the team schedules as well will probably end up in the same spot.
Yeah. So Carolina is going to be the first game tomorrow, then Wednesday against the Canadiens, and then finishing up at home versus the Capitals on Friday. So that's going to be exciting. Can't wait to watch the games, potentially go to a playoff game. So it's just a great time in the world of the National Hockey League. And then, taking a look. Hey guys, did you see animal rights protesters and ref jerseys storm court at Minnesota Timberwolves?
I did see that.
I actually missed it.
Really? Didn't that lady get tackled immediately?
I mean,
See that
don't they
video?
always?
Yeah.
Right.
Literally didn't even make it on the court. Barely even got it there. Well, thanks for your comment, Michael Kelly, but it's dude, why are you storming the court? Animal rights activists?
Oh my God.
Is it because you want them to change their name from the Timberwolves?
But this is a perfect example of what we're talking about, Tony, with the Yankee fans.
Right.
I mean,
Well, no, that's different.
Oh, it's different, but it's a conduct. You don't run on the court.
Right.
You don't run on the field. You don't run on the ice. Arms. Too much
Run
arms.
Run on the ice. Arms, dude. That is funny.
Any concern over the weekend? We saw the Colorado Avalanche lose back-to-back games to the Kraken and the Jets. Are they just kind of, skating into the regular end?
I think they are kind of coasting it in, dude.
But sometimes you coast and then you get to first game in the playoffs.
I know. It's an interesting decision on their part. I mean, they've had a couple injuries. I feel like throughout the season, Kadri was out for a little bit. They can't really, they don't want to, have to deal with that for the playoffs. But I don't know. It's tough to kind of agree or disagree with the whole taking it easy the last few games because it could help you with players getting more rest. Having the legs for the playoffs. Obviously, you want them 100%. You don't want them to get injured in these last final games that mean nothing. But to what you were saying too, they're not going to come in necessarily that hot. But I feel like Colorado, their talent pool, the way that they are, I'm not that worried about some of their players being cold coming to the playoffs. I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's just my opinion.
And just looking at potential playoff series, the East is all set. We have our 8 teams: Florida, Carolina, Toronto, New York, Tampa, Boston, Pittsburgh, Washington. Pittsburgh and Washington could flop, and potentially Boston.
Ooh.
But that would be interesting. Florida versus Washington in a 1 versus 8.
Yeah.
You look over on the West right now: Colorado, Minnesota, St. Louis, Calgary, Edmonton, all clinched. So right now we'd have Calgary, Edmonton first round. I mean, that is going to be marquee hockey. And unfortunately, every game is going to be started at 10 o'clock at night. Though.
I'll wait up for it, dude.
Tony, with your sleep schedule, I'm not allowing it. I'm serious. Your mother would agree. She wants you to have some more rest, right? Or no?
You're probably not wrong.
So, them being 5, that would mean Los Angeles at 6, Nashville at 7, Dallas at 8. So we'd see Colorado and Dallas, but we do have outside shots at Vegas and Vancouver getting into the playoffs. It's going to be exciting. Minnesota, Nashville, potentially 2 versus 7 in the first round.
Mm-hmm. I think Minnesota rolls them over.
Yeah,
easily. Honestly,
so I can't wait till they're eliminated. They're out of the conversation.
Nashville.
Can we contract them? Can we get them? Nashville is a football town. It's not a hockey town. Okay.
Whoa. Predators are a great organization. They have a phenomenal fan base. Okay, I bet you would kill to go to a game in Nashville. All right.
Well, I like to go to any game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just sick of them. This
because you know how to use them in the picks.
Didn't know how to use them in the picks. That's what the reason is. So I was just looking here, but we do have one game on the schedule we'll get to in 1 second. I was just kind of seeing in terms of our regular season leaders. So points right now, McDavid at top 118. Goals, Matthews with 58. Our guy Chris Kreider third at 51. Plus minus goes to Gaudreau at 61. Wins in net, Bobrovsky at 39. Save percentage, Shesterkin at 936. And goals against Shesterkin 203. I mean, how much do you love seeing the boys at the top of the list in some of these categories?
I do. I mean, we got 2 Rangers at the top of the category right there. Interesting.
What happened?
My shot's frozen.
Still frozen?
Oh, probably, dude.
Got a battery change.
It didn't say anything.
I mean, we don't need to see it, Tony.
Dude. It's actually funny because this is the freeze frame.
How is it frozen on that?
Yeah.
But Tony. So no, go ahead. No,
I was saying Shesterkin was actually teetering.
He was teetering
on the rec for breaking the record of highest save percentage
in Rangers history. Or
NHL history.
Really?
He was at like 940 something for a while. And it was like 953, I think, is the highest save percentage by some Canadian goalie back in the day. It would have been nice to see him get that, but nonetheless, I mean, I'm excited to see him leading the league in save percentage and goals against. That's phenomenal, dude. He's the best goalie in the league right now.
Yeah. I mean, hard to argue with that.
I wonder who the winning most is. I think Vasilevsky does have more wins than him
this season.
Yeah.
Well, Bobrovsky has the most.
Oh, he has the most wins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, we just seen. I don't know why. I guess they don't have everything on here, but yeah. Anyway, Vasilevsky has 37 wins, so he's got like under 30, probably 35 wins. I'm guessing because he's not even on the list here. But how do you want to do? Only one game tonight. I don't know. Schedule makers, what are they thinking? But it's Chicago and Philly. Are we doing the 1, 2, 3? Or are we saying we have to be on opposite sides? I mean, what the heck are we doing, Tony?
I guess we've been sticking with the 3, 2, 1, right?
Oh, so yeah. And by the way, Shesterkin 36 wins. So
just
three short.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 here.
Yeah.
Any quick insight on this matchup though before you make your pick?
I don't want to tell you.
No. But I'm saying just these two teams. I mean, is it basically the same thing? Both rebuilding, both have had wins against good teams throughout the season, but obviously Chicago, I guess you would say, reeling a little more after trading with the tender, and then the fact that Taves and Kane are going to run out of there no matter what.
I mean, I suppose, yeah. And Flyers dealing with some injuries. Carter Hart out, Atkinson out.
Backup tenders in.
Under
game? Is it an under game? No,
I don't think so. What's the over under?
6.5. I mean, you're
talking 6.5. Yeah,
3-2?
Probably maybe 4-1.
All right. So 1, 2, and 3. Chicago.
I mean, we went over it first. We just said we literally just agreed. Chicago.
I don't know.
Backup tender.
But the thing is, you do pick the Flyers a lot, kind of.
If Carter Hart and Cam Atkinson were in, I would have picked the Flyers.
You would have.
Because I think, Chicago is just trash.
All right. Fair enough. So 4 picks tonight. Run down Phillies, Astros, Guardians, Chicago for me. And for you, Mets, Blue Jays, Dodgers, Chicago. So as we inch closer
to
the May 8th deadline. But yeah, so that's what we got for hockey. Now let's go to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls go! LeBron James at the buzzer! He banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game!
I am
And now
back
let's go to the
regarding
world.
No. Hold on. There's been some discussion to all of our fans out there that I'm not enthused about basketball after saying last week that I'm back with basketball. And the truth is, Tony,
the truth is,
I am pumped. And you want to know why? Because right now, tonight, and I know it's at the expense of another organization that I'm not thrilled with, but the Brooklyn Nets are on the verge of being swept at home. They got a fake fan and Spike Lee on the court and front and center there. And the fact that, all this talk ever since KD, Kyrie, this is year 3. They didn't make it to a conference final last year. They're going to get swept in the first round this year. No matter what you want to say, gelling, injuries, all the stuff with Kyrie missing time, Durant, the load, the minutes, the this, the that, the Nash. At the end of the day,
gelling.
It is a complete and utter embarrassment. And that's what it is. I don't want to hear any excuses about anything. It's one of the biggest flops in NBA history. Gentlemen, tell me that I'm wrong.
You're not, dude. I mean, you said it.
No, you're not.
Said it last season too. The prima donnas can't take off games of the season and expect to play in the playoffs. We saw that with LeBron this year.
We saw it in his other 4 titles.
I think it's no one cares about that anymore.
Yeah, anyway,
I think it's honestly kind of embarrassing for this organization.
Yeah,
and they're blaming Nash, whatever, as the coach, not holding him accountable. There's nobody's doing.
Yeah,
it's the players run the team. And I mean, I guess it sounds like it's what it is. There's really no leadership, I feel. Harden just able to leave, whatever, dude. Durant, obviously now not playing well. I don't know really what's going on with him, but I mean, I feel like he had that clunker game where he just could not make a shot.
Yeah.
And it's what's going on?
And this is interesting. I'm just curious your thoughts here, Michael. They mentioned this with Rick and Dave this morning. If the Nets had never made the deal to acquire James Harden, do you think that they would not even have anywhere near these struggles because they would have kept LeVert, would have kept Allen? I feel like I'm missing one other guy that they had. I mean, unequivocally,
Dinwiddie also.
Oh, that was the guy, Dinwiddie. Yes,
it would have been, dude. Come on, you would have booked him for the finals, right?
Because especially Jared Allen.
That's what I was gonna say. Imagine if it was that Jared Allen,
and they're relying on Mount Drummond for the rim protection.
Oh my god, dude! Williams just eating him alive all night.
Alive for dinner.
Just came back too, and it's like he was playing all season.
But what's your theory on what's going on with Durant? I mean, we've never seen him struggle like this before his whole career.
Maybe he's just looking over and he's like, damn, I should have just stayed with Steph.
Yeah, I mean, he's had to. The thought has obviously crossed his mind at this point.
Because you know what? They with everything that happened with the Golden State, they could have used him these last couple of years. He could have had the team still. It would have been his team more so too. Because Steph was hurt, and Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah.
And they would have won games because the system's so good.
I know. But I just think it's funny, that Draymond thinks he's, still nasty. It's all you do is, just talk shit to people. You don't actually do anything on the basketball court. You can't even score a layup. But I guess it works. I guess he gets in people's heads, right? Jokic?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
They just escaped that win yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed in that team?
Yeah.
Or you just think Jamal Murray is a big factor too, though?
Yeah, but it's is he the end all be all? He shouldn't be. And they should be more competitive and not down 3-1 in this series. But they are. Just kind of giving an update. Before we just pick the games, we got 3 games tonight. From yesterday, we saw the Bucks big over the Bulls, 119-95, 3-1 series lead here. Series over, Michael, or?
I think.
Really?
Yeah.
One more in Chicago. All right. But, obviously a huge game for Giannis, 32, 17, and 7. And this is, of course, without Chris Middleton. Like you mentioned, Nuggets 126, 121 over the Warriors. So Jokic and the fellas live for one more day. Any chance, Tony, we get the first 3-0 deficit, come from behind victory for the Nuggets in the series?
Yeah, no, that happened with the Nets.
With the Nets.
Wait, what?
Celtics.
Oh. No, I mean, any chance, they won last night. They're down 3-1. They're going back to Golden State. Any chance the Nuggets can win 3 more, close out the series?
They're going back for 2 at Golden State?
It's 1-1.
1-1-1?
Yeah.
No.
0.
Yeah, I don't think so, dude.
Even
as much work as Jamal Murray does in the court, I don't think it's possible.
we saw the Heat trounce the Hawks 110-86 after a big win in Game 3 for the Hawks. They fall flat here. We saw Jimmy Butler 36-10. So they're up 3-1. Any life here for the Hawks or losing next game, series over.
Dude, did you see the game last game? No, it's over.
Did you see the game last game?
Did you watch it, bro?
Collins, it was so bad. It reminded me of like middle school basketball team versus like a college D1 team.
Yeah.
John Collins threw an inbounds pass and Jimmy Butler just like by like where the hoop is, you know, to go up the court on offense. Yeah. And Jimmy Butler just like is standing there and hops up, grabs it, steals it, and then gets the and-one.
Yeah.
And it's just like these are men versus boys.
The golf clubs are in front of the locker.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But speaking of middle school basketball, how about the Phoenix Suns, best record in the league this season, kind of looking like a middle school team, losing by 15 points on the road in New Orleans. New Orleans, who, you know, by the skin of their teeth gets into the playoffs, is now tied up at 2 apiece in this series. Obviously, the big story, you know, Devin Booker out with the hamstring, but Brandon Ingram, you know, a guy that I've been a big advocate for, 30 points last night, and also Valanciunas, 26 points, 15 rebounds, and then, you know, CJ McCollum, 8 for 21 only, but he did have 18 points, and they did win. I mean, give me something. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, I know, like I said, Booker's out, but shouldn't Phoenix be enough to beat an 8 seed? I don't know.
Utah Jazz? Overlook?
Do you really think that's all it is? Or is it just you're missing your best guy? You're scrambling here.
Well, like you said, they still should have enough talent to kind of, you know, put some points up. I mean,
Chris Paul, 2 of 8, Tony.
I know. What are we doing?
4 points in 35 minutes, 11 assists. I mean,
he's just not shooting.
I mean,
why?
You know, Ayton, 23 and 8. And you had 13 from Cam Johnson. I mean,
Michael Johnson.
Anything.
You know, I'm just actually excited, win or loss.
Yeah.
Because Zion's not playing, and win or loss, it's just more of he's leaving. It's just amazing.
He wants to be playing, right?
Yes.
He wants to be playing. They won't play him.
Yes.
What if
win or loss, right? He's pissed.
But if the Pelicans advance, you think they'll start playing him?
No, but it's not even And if they do, that's shot. And honestly, I wouldn't play if I were him at that point. I'd be like, you know what? I wanted to be a part of this team. You guys didn't want me a part of it. Trade me after this playoffs right now. The Knicks.
Mm-hmm. But the thing I'm confused about
Knicks
is, did they decide they wanted to trade him, or did he tell them, listen, I'm not going to sign a contract extension, but I'll be a good soldier until then?
You got it.
He led off with that.
You got
probably.
It. Yes.
But now he's playing the victim. Oh, I want to play. They're not letting me play.
Yeah, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Probably like, "You're not playing because you know you're going to make us look bad." We see what you're doing.
Yeah. But definitely an interesting storyline, and I can't think of a comparison where we've seen a series like this before. You know what I mean? Just thinking about.
No, I can. I'll tell you.
Give me it.
Golden State. Dallas Mavericks 07.
So basically you're saying
the Bay, remember with Jason Richardson,
but you're saying Davis, they're winning the series.
Jose. Did you hear the chants last night in New Orleans?
But I'm saying that's what's happening.
Dude, I'd be very sad for Chris Paul.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see it, man. Yeah. Brandon Ingram is literally a young Kevin Durant out there, right?
Yeah. I mean, we thought his career was almost over with the blood clots a couple years ago.
Oh, I know. And CJ, how happy is he, dude?
Yeah.
Dame's on the couch right now.
Where's he going?
He's in Disney.
Is he playing for the Magic? Like, where's he going?
That'd be like Gilbert Arenas, like literally the same kind of thing. No, he's gonna probably play one more year, and there's just trade him, dude.
Yeah. Honestly, get rid of him.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Maybe the Lakers. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Lakers should again.
Dude,
just love the Lakers.
Did I sound like Santi right there?
Yeah. Fucking Santiago, dude. I can't.
Oh, man. So anyway, we'll get to see what happens tomorrow, 10 o'clock, as he return to Phoenix to see if they can pick up a game and not let this disaster, get out in front of them. But nevertheless, 3 games tonight. We'll start with the first one, 7 o'clock TNT. And as we see, the Brooklyn Nets try to avoid a sweep at home. Spike, with his Nets gear on.
Ridiculous.
Celtics
Traitor.
Trying to close it out. That is blasphemous. And I can only imagine, because the reason what made me even say those words is Stephen A is on the corner of my screen. So I can only imagine what he said about Spike there. But we all know, obviously, that's a joke. I mean, it's one team or the other, bounce back and forth. But anyway, 220 is the total. Brooklyn 1-point favorites. What are your guys' picks here? Picks and score. What do we got?
Me first?
Go ahead, Tony.
I don't know. Give me Brooklyn. Why not? We'll get a dub here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'll say like, I don't know, 110, 106.
How many for Durant?
50.
38.
Oh God.
What's your score?
We're gonna do a nice little blowout for this game.
A nice little blowout. A Jamal Murray blowout. You guys are.
Barnes doesn't get the reference. You could tell.
Appreciate it. Jamal Murray.
My mom is very, very rocking today.
Oh, no, we are rocking. She's not rocking.
My mom. I was saying. She's saying we are rocking.
No. But the way you said it, Tony, there was no.
Thank you.
No. Verb. You didn't use the verb.
Rocking is the verb.
No, you said my mom's rocking today. That's what you said. I mean, I didn't say it. You said it.
She's rocking today. We're rocking today. Everyone's fucking rocking. Okay, Barnes.
Unequivocally.
Let's get back to the basketball.
We appreciate the kind's words, though.
The kind's words.
See,
the kind's words.
I acknowledge it,
the
Tony.
arms.
I'm not gonna run for it.
Arms.
I said the kinds. I did say it. The arms.
Our head, Barnes.
Thank God we nailed it into the wall.
Oh my God.
He'd take that thing down for sure.
All right, let's focus here.
55 for him.
Gosh.
30 for Kyrie, combined for 85 points, largest in first round history of the NBA. And they win 122-102, and the chatter begins. Do they make the comeback? Are they back? Was that just a hiccup?
Oh my God. I can't wait. If that actually happens, I can't wait to see how much time they waste on the sports talk.
I know.
About that.
I know.
It's not happening. But anyway, they're not going to get to that point because this is just one of those things. The golf clubs are in front of the locker here.
I don't think they golf over there.
They golf.
You think Kevin Durant golfs?
J.R. Smith golfs.
Okay, and yeah, where is he now?
Golfing.
Yeah, not playing at all.
What's the offseason, Tony? They're allowed to do what they want.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is an avid golfer. He's playing on.
Do you think Kevin Durant?
Yes, I do.
golfs?
I do.
Really?
I do. Yes.
Never seen him golf. I don't think so.
He golfs.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, I'm going to say Tatum here for 35. Give me 28 for Brown. And give me KD and Kyrie combining for 34. Shooting terribly. Blown out of the water here at home. Maybe, honestly, a couple of beers are thrown on the court at the end of this one as the Celtics win 115-85. And the experiment that is the Brooklyn Nets is finished. It's over. And they're left with a very, very long season with a ton of questions ahead. 8 o'clock, NBA TV. The Raptors try to stave off elimination here in Philadelphia against the Sixers. Philly 8-point favorites here. I believe Scotty Barnes still out. Total set at 211. Give me something, Tony.
Embiid, emphatic 50. Close out the series.
I feel like around here, Embiid is just a walking 50 at this point.
Yes.
So that's what we got.
Am I wrong, Michael?
Is it happening? Is
What's that?
Out Embiid 50 on the second round,
dude. He's gonna have a razor, like a razor blade, and cut Drake's braids off.
Wow.
At the end of the game.
That'd be dope, dude.
You'd like that.
He's a loser, that guy.
Who's a loser?
Drake. Matt hates the little rat tail thing.
Yeah, his music sucks, and for some reason he takes credit for Toronto winning a championship.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. He's so. Have you ever seen him accepting like the Toronto Raptors winning a championship?
Like as if he won a Grammy. We did this. Yeah. We didn't have this. Yeah. Look out there, man. Yeah. We did all this.
No,
shut up.
It's really.
He's crying.
The fall from grace. It's really disheartening, honestly, because he had it all over. I mean, that was a legendary song. Not to mention a bunch of others, which I've forgotten their names by now because he's so.
Oh wow, okay.
But I'm just saying he had it going on 10 years ago. He had it going on for sure. And kind of the downfall. I mean, it started before this, but what kind of really comes to mind is just him when they won that championship. I mean, there was just so much talk about him And like I think he had to like sit away from the benches because he was being way too much, like getting technical fouls and stuff. It was just crazy. But anyway,
selfish, dude.
I do agree with you guys.
Madonna belongs
the
in the
Sixers get it done here. I'm gonna say 121 to 105, and Harden actually wakes up for a change and is gonna have 37 points. And Embiid only plays 25 minutes because the game's out of hand, but he still goes for 20 and 10 as the Sixers advance to the second round of the playoffs. Doc Rivers and company can breathe a sigh of relief. Last game of the night, 9:30 TNT. Tony's favorite team, unequivocally of all time in the NBA, the Utah Jazz.
Wait. Tony, we need to get to the bottom of this. All right, Tony,
I'm here.
Where did unequivocally come from for Barnes?
Oh, dude, it just started happening.
He said that.
Said it. Just said it, and he kept saying.
Why? Because you think he said it?
No, I wasn't something maybe a sportscaster or someone. Maybe
you were a half ago. You started saying it.
I think even longer, and I think what started it is
but recently.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying
huge
3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
huge uptick, but it started with picks because we were just saying
unequivocally.
Unequivocally, they're getting the job done.
Yes,
and then it just kind of to boot, it took off from there. Honestly. That's not how you say it. I don't say it anymore. I get it, Tony. I read your face like nothing.
All right, Tony, you have to say it.
Just saying. But anyway.
I used to say it a lot. To boot.
Big game in this series. We know Luka's back. He played pretty well over the weekend. Dallas at home here, 3-point favorites, 212.5. Obviously both teams looking to go up 3-2 in this series. Are you riding the wave, Tony, with the Utah Jazz?
Absolutely. I think they skimmed by last, like 199 or something.
Something along those lines.
Blowout, dude.
Really?
122, 100.
Gobert, Mitchell, anything?
Everything.
Everything. Sure. All 100 points.
All 100 points, dude.
But who's having a better game, though? Mitchell or Gobert?
I'd say Gobert.
Did anybody see? I guess the Utah organization was disheartened to see the New York Knicks in attendance for the series. Did you see that?
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
How weak is that? Like they're already giving up, basically, of keeping him.
I know. Yeah. Well, they know they're not going to. That basically means they know like they're going to lose.
Your mom said it's a good word, by the way. So
unequivocally,
great, unequivocally, very, very good word. But you're saying they know he's out the door. They know he wants to leave. They know he's not signing an extension, basically.
Yeah, don't worry. And they know they're losing is also what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that the Jazz are winning the NBA championship and
let alone this series.
Oh, unequivocally.
Joseph says lasagna for everyone.
Let's go.
Dude, speaking of lasagna for everyone, Michael, and I'm sorry to throw you under the bus here, but my mom told me last night my Downtime TV merch was delivered to the house.
I thought I switched it. Well, I got to get a haircut anyway.
There you go.
So maybe I did it on purpose subconsciously.
If we wear that 5-pound hat right now with the hoodie.
Well, unequivocally, we could go.
Can't go today.
We could go any day.
Too busy.
Never busy.
We're never busy. No one cares about the basketball anymore.
I mean, we got to pick it.
Oh, my God.
Jazz. Oh. Hold on, I gotta take this call. Jazz.
Oh, he's being serious.
99, yeah, Jazz 99.
Dallas 86.
No, Dallas.
No.
101 game winner, Luka.
Wow.
His classic step back.
So I'm actually along these lines here. I do think this is going to be down to the wire, and this is Utah Jazz fans. This is like when Jordan stepped over Elo here. We're going to have Luka triple teamed at the buzzer, down one, fadeaway jumper from 20 feet away, flushing the dreams of the Utah Jazz faithful as Dallas hangs on here. And we're going to say it's going to be 108-107 as the Mavericks advance. Luka, 37 points, 15 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. The legend that is Luka Doncic, Tony. I mean, to be emotionless there, come on. I mean,
that's cool, I guess.
There's got to be some reaction.
I'm honestly just really so over basketball. I really am, dude. Like it sucks, and it covers the ESPN air radio waves, like all morning.
But Tony, I mean, you have to at least respect or be, like appreciate that there's someone like me out there that realizes, on what next level baseball is over basketball.
Yeah.
I've said it from day one.
Well, yeah, I do appreciate that. But it's honestly, it's sad to me when I turn the radio and it's basketball all day and football, and we're in the off season, and there's not even a talk of playoff hockey or really baseball that much.
Well, ESPN radio, there's going to be a lot of Ranger talk.
It's basketball and football is what it is. It's basketball and football radio.
With the Rangers in the playoffs, and especially at the advance,
that
it's going to take over.
Dude.
Fraudulent or not,
right.
It's going to take over. And your mom says very dramatic.
Set the tone.
I'm with you, and
thanks,
it's
Mom.
annoying.
It is very annoying.
But like the only thing I'll agree there, like I think basketball is entertaining, definitely, but just the thing that I get fired up mostly about is the fact that having to hear people say baseball's dead, it's so boring, it's gonna die, it's losing popularity, it's not that good, all that stuff, and it's like, are you watching the game? I feel like most people who say that don't even give it a shot.
They don't
sit down.
They don't
and watch a baseball game.
Yeah.
And are the people that saying that? I'd love to see geographically what team they line up. Are they in the Pittsburgh area? Are they in the Kansas City area? Are they in the Minnesota area? You know what I mean? Are they with these teams that don't invest in their team and they have no shot to win? Of course they're going to feel like that. But if you're in New York, if you're in the New York metropolitan area, you don't feel like that. So I think you got to just think about that before we take those comments too seriously.
Yeah, I think so too.
I just want to go to a baseball game right now.
Right? St. Louis.
If they're home, we go. But we're gonna go soon enough anyway.
Yeah, May.
I feel like even though we're tied and there's no direction either way, I just have a feeling you kind of think I'm gonna win this one. Just because the last time went down to the wire, ball didn't bounce my way, or the puck for that matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think I'm gonna win.
Really?
Yeah.
But you think same thing down to the last day?
Yeah, I mean, look at it right now. It's still down. Like.
But how does it? Is it destiny? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
Hard to say.
It is hard to say. I mean, obviously, you can think about how hockey pretty unpredictable. Baseball could be too sometimes. So I feel like it's an ode to that.
Yeah.
And we're both good pickers, obviously.
Yeah, we know baseball, obviously. Yeah. Last comment here for your mom. Baseball is all American with a great history. America's pastime.
That's right.
We agree with you. What's the word we would say, Tony?
Unequivocally.
There we go. Honestly, and I think unequivocally, this was a great show today.
Yes, I do also agree that unequivocally, this is a phenomenal show.
And on the way out, Tony, could you just tell the fans what we got coming up?
Oh yeah, bud. In just a few moments, really. So you guys can stick with us here on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching.
Twitch potentially? Or?
Twitch as well. Yeah. Twitch is live. Twitter is live as well.
Yeah.
We're doing an episode of Screen Time, episode 84, I think. It's about 85, 84, something like that, Manning says. We're doing top underrated movies. And, there's a lot of underrated movies we're talking about. It is crazy how many movies have kind of, slipped through people's fingertips.
Moneyball?
Moneyball was nominated for Best Picture, dude. How is it underrated?
I feel like it catches a lot of slack. People don't look at it as a good movie. I know it was nominated, but just the general consensus, not even just the Rotten Tomato community, but just everybody. Right, though?
People complain that there was, not enough baseball in the movie for a baseball movie, but I think Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, it was about, more so them, more about Brad Pitt's character, Billy Bean, and Jonah Hill's character, and, breaking through this wall that was, just kind of like this is, the older guys, this is the way baseball is, whatever, kind of, break down new norms for baseball. So, I like it a lot.
One more for you. I promise this is it.
What do you got?
Hall Pass.
I would say it's kind of underrated.
Right? No, but same situation in terms of the, how it's viewed. It kind of is like a flop. Almost.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's honestly the premise of the movie kind of whack.
Yeah.
With the whole wives being sick of their husbands looking at other women, give them a hall pass. And they tried to back it up with some the girl from The View was some psychologist. But then ever since after the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the movie, then you realize how freaking hilarious it is.
Yeah. Oh my God, so funny, so funny. So I just had to slip that in there. But of course, everybody tune in for that. It was about the process.
You do also say that a lot, don't you?
Do I?
It's about the process.
Honestly, I'm unaware of that. Is that why she said that? And what do you know what she means?
Maybe in reference to Moneyball.
Oh,
about the process.
Okay. Yes. And just like the process now of the Yankees winning their 28th title this season, it's underway. It's about the process. So very good analogy as we come to a close here, Tony. As the allergies
I've got my pills at home, dude.
Fight on here. But of course, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, to continue to keep commenting, liking, and subscribing. The merch at downtimetv.com, the archives, Tony dressed up asking trivia questions in Massachusetts. Me and him
lose your breath, Barnes.
Me and him playing one-on-one basketball, going to a Yard Goats game. I could go on and on and on. Renee with the old thumbnail. But everybody, enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.